All right, welcome. So if you don't know who I am, my name is Noah Arnold, and at the end of this video, you will know exactly who I am. I'm gonna go very in depth into my backstory, where I am and how I got here, and hopefully I can provide you with some value that'll point you in the right direction or give you some sort of insight whatsoever. Okay, so story so far. Started off as a sneaker reseller, flipping sneakers, bought them for about $100, try to make about $40 per pair profit. Finally got into some bulk reselling, so pretty much selling in bulk, buying in bulk, and making around 4 to 5K profit per bulk order, which was really good. Then I jumped into drop shipping and e-com, which went horrible. I honestly just sucked at it. I didn't know anything much about it. Kind of just jumped in head first with one of my buddies and didn't do absolute shit with it, essentially. Didn't make any money. Then I got into trading. Okay, got into some options, was doing this in school. Actually, in my high school, there was a club for options trading, and it was just me and a bunch of my friends, and it was essentially gambling. It was pretty stupid, but I was making some money with it just for fun, like high school money, you know, like $200 here and there, $500 here and there, just for fun. Didn't have a job at this time, kind of just messing around, but didn't go anywhere with option trading. And then, yeah, this happened. So I lost my brother when I was 15. Wow, this went down dark really fast. I didn't know it was coming up this quick, but yeah, so this sucked, obviously. Went through a really hard time with this. I was 15 at the time, he was 18 at the time. And you know, nothing much needs to be said. It was just horrible. After that, graduated high school at 17. I was one of those early kids, you know, those kids when you're like 18 a senior year and there's like that 16-year-old or 17-year-old. That was me. I was the young kid. Graduated high school at 17, realized that, okay, I have to actually start doing something with my life, because I knew for sure I was not going to college. College was not the route for me. I knew that for a fact, and my dad was always in my ear telling me college is for idiots, and I'm really thankful now that he was telling me these things, because he was true. Sorry if you're in college, but you're an idiot. Yeah, but I went down a pretty dark path, full of vices, pretty much just ruining my life. You know, because of this situation, I went down a really dark path, wasn't really happy. Didn't really tell anyone about how I was feeling or anything like that, because I didn't feel like I needed to, but it ate me from the inside out, pretty much just put me down a really dark path, which sucked. From there, like I said, I realized that I really need to change something. Learned about, you know, Airbnb arbitrage, got into wholesaling real estate, or didn't get into it, but learned about it, and was kind of just like figuring out what business model I want to start, because I knew I wanted to be a business owner and not work for somebody else. I was willing to, instead of working, you know, 5 hours a day for somebody else, work 28 hours a day for myself. You know what I mean? So I stumbled across an Iman Gadzhi video, like I'm sure a lot of you guys have, and I got sold on the lifestyle. So Iman Gadzhi sold me on his lifestyle. I thought it was absolutely fabulous, and I paid for one of his programs, the Agency Accelerator or Agency Incubator, something like that, and I jumped into the agency model. So started a lead gen agency, a marketing agency for flooring business owners, with literally $4 in my bank account. $4. And when I started this agency at this scale, I was struggling for a really, really long time. But before I even started struggling with it, there was a massive wildfire that happened. And I know this sounds like insane and can't be true, because like, look, I lost my brother at 15 and then a wildfire a year after, or a couple years after. But it was true. So this is a picture that I took. I was in my friend's truck trying to drive back to my house, make sure my family was okay, because the phone lines were out, obviously. But my house is in here somewhere, getting absolutely cooked. And this is the final of what my house looked like. That's my truck right there. But yeah, absolutely toasted the entire house. Lost all of my inventory, all my shoes. I was trying to liquidate all of my sneakers so that I can start running ads and have money to pay for ads, because I literally had $4 in my bank. So try to liquidate all of this, and before I could even do that, they all got burnt. So over like $50,000 in just sneakers got burnt. My truck was about 25K. I had like 15,000 in cash. I had like a $10,000 Pokemon collection. I don't know if you can see that right there, but I had a good amount of money that pretty much just got toasted. And obviously I could care less, because a lot more people lost a lot more things over money. You know, rest in peace to those who got, you know, hurt in that tragedy. But after that, I went head first, completely neck deep in the water, deep end of the agency space, and realized I moved out of my hometown, moved to California with my girlfriend, got this shitty little apartment, and went head first into this agency model and just grinded, because I knew, like, if I don't make this work, I'm gonna be a brokey. It was like get rich or die trying mentality, pretty much. So I was just 16-hour days nonstop, sitting like this. My girlfriend took this picture, just like, you can tell I'm out of shape and everything, but these were the videos I was posting, right? Super inauthentic agency videos, just trying to organically nurture these leads and bring leads in inbound with this content. Super inauthentic. Like, if you're watching this video, after this video, go check out my old YouTube videos. You don't have to check them out, but look at, like, they're still up, by the way. I put these all in my archive, but on my YouTube, these are still up. These are all the videos I was making for my flooring business agency, and it was pretty unfulfilling, to say the least. But yeah, so after I was filming a bunch of videos like this, oh my gosh, this picture is wild. But yeah, I was stuck at around 7 to 8K a month. Couldn't figure out how to scale past it if my life depended on it. I could not figure out how to scale out of 7 to 8K a month. I was just stuck hitting this massive revenue ceiling, and it was like, I tried everything, literally doing 16-hour days in the trenches, grinding, and could not for the life of me figure out how to scale out of it. I tried ads. I tried every funnel you could think of. I was tracking all my KPIs, everything. Like, any agency video you've watched, I've watched it twice, I promise. And I just couldn't figure it out. This is a wild picture again, but yeah, that's essentially how I felt. But then something changed. Okay, something changed, and I finally hit 10K a month. I hit 15.4K a month. I did 20K, and then I made my first 9K in a day. This was actually a 10K day. I made another $1,000 after that from another invoice in the same day. So it was my first 10K day. I moved into my dream apartment in California, a high-rise in California, with my not with my younger brother. My younger brother pulled up. I was with my girlfriend, and bought a Tesla, which isn't much of a flex, but you know, saving money for the GT3 RS, I promise. And then me and my brother were able to buy my dad his dream watch. So what changed? Okay, so what changed from being stuck at 7 to 8K a month to making 10K, 15K, 20K, and then 10K in a day? What changed in my life, right? So it was the 10.0 entrepreneur method. And what the 10.0 entrepreneur method is, a whole bunch of timeless principles that are very, very difficult to grasp and implement, about creating your reality and vibrationally aligning your frequency to the frequency of the version of yourself already making 30 to 40K a month. And I know it's like, what is he talking about? And I get that, because that's exactly where I was. I read countless books on books, video after video, research after research, like so many hours put into just research where I wasn't even making money. I was just learning about all these timeless principles. And what I did is I created this 10.0 entrepreneur method where, with all of these timeless principles, I jammed them into a 6-step implementable, repeatable system. And I created the Aligned Entrepreneur Academy. Okay, and this academy is to help young men scale to 20 to 30 to 40K a month using these timeless principles without them having to do all the research on their own and trying to grasp this, which took me about a year to just find the research and actually create an implementable system. But the system that I created is exactly what I used to be able to do these things and hit these milestones that I dreamed of hitting when I was in high school. You know what I mean? That I never really thought I could hit until I figured out how to make a repeatable, implementable system, or actually use this timeless method and all these timeless principles and implement it into my own life and my business, which creates insane results. And I'm so grateful to be able to impact others' lives. Like, Daniel went from making 5K a month to 12.8K in 2 weeks with the 10.0 entrepreneur method. Mark went from making a K a month to 7.8K a month. A win's a win. He's killing it. Alex went from making 4K per month to $15,000 a month, plus he bought his first Rollie at 18, which is phenomenal. This thing is actually fire. Let's see how Kai, he went from closing 1 to 2 deals a month to 8 paying fulls within 2 weeks, right? And Hoku went from making 3K a month to $30,000 a month, right? And he's my younger brother, so obviously he got some under the wing treatment, but you know, I'm so grateful to be able to make an impact, like I said, and it's such a big thing for me because I was so unfulfilled with the agency space and, you know, doing that, which everyone has to start with, by the way. You have to get your foot in the water somehow, and I was able to scale that business using these 10.0 entrepreneur methods and the 6-step implementable system that I've created, and scaled it to, you know, where you saw, and now I can help people do the same, which I'm so very grateful for, right? So with all this being said, and with all this being achieved and being able to help all these people do all these things, what can I provide for you? So the point of this video, I want to give you a backstory of my life and how I got to where I am now. And I want to point you in the right direction and actually give you some value that you can take and move the needle in your life closer to the desired reality that you want to live in. So what I'm going to do is give you completely free access to my private academy that'll give you pretty much everything that the 10.0 entrepreneur method is without holding anything back whatsoever. So this is a completely free academy. There's a whole community. I'll be in there, of course. All you have to do, click the link in the description below, apply, and I'll accept you in here. And check out all the modules, be active in the community, hit me up, DM me, you have access to me as well. This is the biggest thing that I can provide for you as of now, where you can have access with me if you have any questions or you want to scale your business from being stuck at 5, 7, or 8K a month to 10 to 15 to 20 to 30K per month, like all of my clients have, without buying another funnel course, without running more ads, without tracking more KPIs like I was trying to do, without grinding for 16-hour days. Your vibrational frequency isn't in alignment with the version of yourself already making the money that you know you can be making, whether it's 25 or 30K per month. Okay, so like I said, check out the link in the description, apply, go check it out. Hopefully it can provide you with some really good value, and I'll see you guys in the next video.